Welcome back to Theme Park Wizard, and we are here to talk today about the Lightning Lane Premiere Pass. That is something that Disney has debuted. Well, it's debuting this month. Both Disneyland and Walt Disney World. We're going to talk about the pros, cons, and what the system should be, because it's getting closer to what we want, but not exactly. So let's go talk about it right here on Theme Park Wizard. So, ever since Disney debuted a fully paid Genie Plus Fast Pass system, we're like, oh my gosh, it's too cheap. It was like $10, $20, right? $20, $25. And the Lightning Lane lines would be much longer, or as long or longer than the standby lines, and would just totally grind the standby line to a halt. When people are like, you know what? This should be like Universal Express system or Six Flags or something, Cedar Fair. All of them have very high price points for their skip the line systems, and at least at Universal's case, they work pretty efficiently. The other ones would probably work pretty efficiently too, but Six Flags, Cedar Fair, definitely some operational issues. But if they didn't have those, if they operated normally, then if it was like a Universal park, it would work out pretty nicely. So today, Disney said they're going to debut the Lightning Lane Premiere Pass system. This is going to debut on October 23rd at Disneyland and October 30th at Walt Disney World. Let's talk about the Walt Disney World version first, because it's a little bit more complicated, as always, because that is the Vacation Kingdom. So that means vacation planning over there. So for this, you're going to need to be a deluxe. You have to stay at a deluxe hotel. So you cannot even get this access to this option to this Lightning Lane if you're not staying at a deluxe hotel. And that's eligible hotels are listed on the website, and the prices for those are very expensive. But yeah, you have to be staying at that, and then you can go get a Lightning Lane multi-pass for one of the parks. If you have a park hopper, it doesn't matter. You need 2 Lightning Lane multi-passes. Again, I think this is because most people do the Disney World thing. They just do 1 park per day. So I think that's how that operates. So that's why they're doing it this way. I don't like it. But, that's their culture over there, I guess. So you're going to need a Lightning Lane multi-pass. And this Lightning Lane multi-pass means you get no reservations. Like, you have to have a theme park reservation. But you don't have to, book a time on the phone or... it's not like Fast Pass where you come in between a certain hour. You can just go whenever you please. But you can only do it only once per attraction per day, which sucks. And this is why the Disneyland version of this is better. Because again, it's even if you get a park hopper, you would have to get another Lightning Lane multi-pass. So let's say Animal Kingdom, which has maybe 5 or 6 rides, right? You spend like $129, I think, is the low price for that one, dollars on top of your ticket and on top of your deluxe hotel stay, to go ride those 5 attractions one time, and then that's it. Then you have to stand in the regular line, or I guess buy Genie Plus or Lightning Lane multi-pass if you want to continue to use Lightning Lane for the rest of the day. And that's right. The other 2 Lightning Lanes are going to be there. So you're going to have DAS Pass, Lightning Lane Multi-Pass, and Lightning Lane Single Pass, all together, all still going using the Lightning Lane lines, which is hopefully something temporary. Disney did say these Lightning Lane Premiere Passes will be sold in very limited quantities. It's a pilot program, they said. So to start, there'll be very limited quantities, so they could sell, even if that's something, if you get the deluxe hotel room hoping to get a Lightning Lane, it could be sold out by the morning you want it or whatever, by the time you book the deluxe hotel or something. So that would suck. But yeah, so you have all 3 of these groups sharing Lightning Lane. If it's a busy Christmas season or whatever, and Lightning Lane's getting 30 minutes long, someone's going to have to pay potentially up to $400 per person to stand in a 30-minute long line. That's absolutely atrocious. And that's why you can't have all 3 of these systems. It just won't work. let's get to the pricing. The pricing for the Disney World version is, again, ranges between $129 to about $449 before tax, because they charge you tax at the parks over in Florida. They don't do it here in California, but in Florida they do. So before tax, it's like $129 to $449 per person for one ride, one-time express pass. Basically, it's basically one-time express pass to each of the parks, and it's depending on the park. If you're going to Magic Kingdom, it's up to $449 per day. There, starts at $329, I think, for the least crowded days, and $449 for the busiest days over there. So that's a lot of money. And again, especially for Magic Kingdom, it's gonna be, and like Animal Kingdom as well, it's gonna be tough. If those lightning lane lines are long all day, you're paying $400 something, and you just can't stand, and you have to stand like a 30-minute line. Like that's not good. That's almost how the Universal Express Pass works, but it's just all Express Pass. There's no other thing, so Universal doesn't have these long express lines, and I'm hoping that's what Disney is moving their way towards too. Over at Disneyland, it's again the far easier and better system, in my opinion. It still has its flaws. Again, that the lightning lanes mixing together like this, but besides that, Disneyland's again the far better system. You don't need any hotel reservations. You don't have to be staying at the Grand Californian or Disneyland Hotel or anything like that. You just show up with your park reservation and park ticket. Disneyland, for the rest of 2024, it'll be $400 per person, and then starting in 2025, it'll range between $300 and $400 per person. You buy it, and if you have a park hopper, this is resort wide, so it's not like you need to $300 for Disneyland's one versions and then another $300 for California Metro. No, it's $300 to $400 per person. So basically, if you have a park hopper, it's about $150 to $200 per park, which is on par with the Universal Express one-time pass price. Like, it's not exact price, maybe a little higher, a little lower, depending on the peak seasons, but that's on par with that price rather than what is going on over in Florida. And again, there's no special line for these people. It's just they're using the same lightning lane line as the people spending $35 per day. So that is going to have to go away. Again, I know it's a pilot program, so I'm hoping that if successful after a test or whatever, sometime next year, even if it's just before the holidays of next year, Disney gets rid of the lightning lane single pass and multi-pass and only uses this Priemere pass system. Then it would work perfectly. Or almost perfectly. Disney is definitely fumbling the rollout on this. Not only is it another name, right? They just changed Lightning Lane, Multipass, Single Pass from Genie Plus, all these names. But the fact they didn't get rid of that, the fact they just increased the price of Lightning Lane Multipass with the Disneyland increases, like they increased it by $2. So they just did that and then are doing this new thing. With the same name but a different moniker, Priemere Pass. It's just all so confusing. And again, it just makes the Disney Parks experience more of a hassle than it should be. Again, so I'm hoping that next year or sometime soon, they just have a Lightning Lane Priemere Pass. If you want to skip lines, $400 per person or $300, whatever, depending on the day. And that's it. That or DAS Pass. That's the only two things, people that should be using the Lightning Lane lanes there. They should also change it back to Fast Pass. My buddy Sean had the good idea. He made a tweet saying, make it Fast Pass again. That's people still use Fast Passes to this day. People use Fast Pass in different parks. They're like, let's go get that Fast Pass, especially like for Magic Mountain. It's called like Flash Lane or something like that, or Fast Lane. It sounds so close to Fast Pass. People just say, let's go get a Fast Pass. It's the same thing. So, I'm for that Universal as well, but they probably won't do that since they just spent all the money changing the names Lightning Lane, and they just debuted all this. But what do you guys think of the Lightning Lane Priemere Pass? I think it's great with some flaws. Like, great if they do it our proposed way, what everybody wants. And I'm hopeful that's what Disney is going to do. Or it's like baby steps phasing towards that. Right now, not worth the price if there's going to be a long line in the Lightning Lane. But if you go if you're phasing towards, phasing those other guys out, and I think it'll be a very nice system. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Subscribe for more info, and hey, stay tuned for some Epic Universe news tomorrow. Become a member for early access to videos like this, and as always, have a fantastic day.